Well, let's see if Iqbal's survey story holds any water. We're now joined by Gauteng government spokesperson, Mr. Thabo Masebe. Mr. Masebe, a good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I can tell you that South Africa's been waiting for answers for months. We really have. The mother and babies were moved from Zamoguhle to Tembisa Hospital. At some point, they were at the Steve Biko Academic Hospital. Can a government that has obviously overlooking this matter, even with the Department of Health, confirm any of these?
No, these are all lies, and they continue to tell lies and more lies.
How do you know
There's
that? How do you know? How do you know that they're lies?
If you check the stories from June, first they said at some stage they said the babies were born at the Steve Biko Academic Hospital. Now they say they were born at Tembisa Hospital. Then at some stage they mention another private institution. So what we said, we stand by what we said in June, that we checked with all hospitals, public and private, and none of those hospitals had any knowledge of such deliveries.
According to Dr. Survey,
we couldn't find any.
Yes, you couldn't find any records. According to Dr. Survey, there's let me add to those allegations, Mr. Masebe. I really want to hear your response, and everyone does, honestly. Dr. Survey says the records were wiped.
Wiped by who? He must produce the records if he has them. Why would we wipe any records if they were such?
It's interesting because you're
smiling.
He
can't make allegations without...
It's interesting because you're smiling.
To make allegations.
What do you think this does to the image of how we work in the Department of Health and our health facilities in the country?
The Department of Health works very well. We have men and women of integrity. They continue to do honest work every day. They continue to do their best to save lives. And all these allegations are simply not true.
Do you know anything about a Nigerian doctor who uses the pseudonym Roberto?
No, I mean, it's Dr. Sevi who must produce the evidence of all the things that he is saying. What we know is that after the first story broke out, we went to check with all hospitals, public and private, and none of them had any knowledge of such delivery. And even today, there's nothing new that they're producing in terms of evidence.
Well, the allegations continue. In fact, Dr. Survey going as far as to say that more details will be unveiled in a series of videos, and the country will wait with bated breath, I suppose, to start getting those facts to come together. What are you going to do about it? Because it seems that the story is continuing.
He must produce the evidence to substantiate those allegations.
Are you going to do anything about it? Are you going to court? Are you going to fight it?
Obviously, we are looking at the conduct of his of the independent media group. Unfortunately, they are not part of the press council, so we cannot write a letter to the press ombuds to complain. The only option we have is to go to court, which is exactly what we're going to do. We can't stand by as government while serious allegations are being made against doctors, against nurses, against health officials, all of whom continue to give their service to save lives. We have to act, we are duty-bound to act to protect the integrity of all these health professionals and the integrity of our institutions.